Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Disabled Reality. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke. We have a great topic for today's show in which it is people who cry like little babies when they get caught doing something wrong or illegal and then get reprimanded for doing so. So let's get right into this. I see a lot of it, especially in this generation. You know, if they get caught doing something wrong, holy crap, do they cry like a bunch of fucking babies? Wow! Or if they get caught doing something illegal, even, right? Hey, cry like little babies, right? And I mean literally cry. Like, or if they get in trouble with their supervisor, they go, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Really? You did something wrong, you were trying to get away with it. You were giving excuses, you were bullshitting people, right? You were pissing on their leg and then telling them that it's raining, you know, and they weren't having it. I just went through a situation a few days ago in which uh this worker uh was at first, I asked for some assistance in trying to resolve a situation, and and in doing so, like when he was supposedly helping me, and I use the word supposedly, right, quote unquote, and uh he turns around and then he tells me that within a few days it should be all resolved. Like 3 days, I think. Yeah, he was telling me like within 3 days it'll be resolved. Okay. Three days later, still not resolved. I even gave it a few more extra days just in case, because I know that with um with the COVID thing situation, places are struggling or whatever, and I understand that. So I gave it a few extra days, and still the situation was not resolved. So I go back to that place. I met with that same worker, and I explained the situation, and he goes, "Would you like for me to reorder the item for you?" I said, "No, I said, "I want to give it one more day, just one more day, right? Just to see if the item comes in the mail." So I said, "Don't do anything right now." I said, "If by the following day, if I still don't get the item, I will return back to the place, and uh, then you can then uh, reorder me that same item." And he said, okay. He said he was not going to process uh, or reorder the item for me again at that very moment, right? So then the next day came. I happened to get the item in the mail. I figured, great, this is finally resolved and whatever else. And then I found out a few days later after that, the item was no good that I got in the mail. So which I found strange. So I went back to the place, met with the same worker. I said, "What happened with this item? What the hell happened?" And he goes, "Well, it was the back office just reissued you another one automatically." I said, "No, no, no, no. Don't bullshit me. The back office cannot just reorder something again, without you putting in the reorder. They just don't do it again automatically." I says, "Don't bullshit me." I says, um, I said, "If something else happened, just be honest with me." So he was giving me another bullshit story, another bullshit story, another bullshit story, right? And he acted like he didn't really care. So I says, that's it. I mean, I never had a problem with this worker before at this place, right? But it happened to be that he really screwed up this time. And it wasn't just a little something that could be swept under the rug. This was a really important issue, especially since he screwed up. Then he started lying about it. He started bullshitting about it, right? And really made me go out of my way as well. So I spoke with his supervisor, and she looked it up. She looked it up on her computer. She goes, "Yeah, our back office reissued you another one automatically just a few days ago." I says, "No, no, 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 no." I says, "It wasn't done automatic." She goes, "You're right. I used the wrong word." She goes, "They reissued you another one. It wasn't automatic." She goes, "I apologize." I said, "All right. At least you're honest with me." I said, um, I said, "So who's the one that placed the reorder for this item?" I says, "I didn't do it." And I says, "I told your worker over there not to do it." So she looked it up and she goes, "Well, it looks like he did it. He did reorder you another one on that same day." I said, "What the hell did he do that for?" I told him not to do it. I was waiting one. I told him I was going to wait one more day. She goes, "Well, he did it." So I says, "Get him in here. Get him in here now. I want to nip this in the butt. I want him to see. I want him to see your computer screen, what you see, and I want him reprimanded right now." She goes, "Well, we don't do that. I'll talk to him later." I says, "No, you won't." I says, "You're bullshitting me now." I says, If you say anything to him later on, it's going to be a little tap on the head, and don't you do that no more." I says, "Get his ass in here right now, and I'm going to tell him what I need to say." And then I didn't know that that worker happened to be standing just right behind me, and she called him into her office, and she showed him her computer screen. And at the same time, I was looking at him with daggers. Like, I just wanted him to fucking just die right then and there. And as he's looking at the screen, as he's looking at the screen, she goes, "See, you did reorder it." And he goes, "Oh, oh." I said, "What?" I turned around and I said, "What's oh? What's oh?" I said, "I told you not to do that." I says, "You didn't listen, uh, and you cause more problems now." And I says, "Then when I come into here and talk to you about it, you were bullshitting me, giving me some bullshit cockamamie story." And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "What the fuck does an apology do?" I said, "An apology doesn't do shit." And as I'm saying this, the whole place, the whole business heard me. So that worker felt embarrassed from when his boss showed him her computer screen. So he got caught right in his lie right there. Then he even felt more embarrassed because I was basically broadcasting this thing throughout the whole entire building there. So everyone was looking at him with disgust and shame and everything else. So he felt even more embarrassed. So what ended up happening was he got into the baby temper tantrum of going to almost crying like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't like it here anymore. I don't fucking baby temper tantrum. And this is a person, this guy is in the adult age. He's in his 20s. You're in your fucking adult age and you act like that? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously, come on. Acting like a goddamn baby like that because you got caught doing something wrong, right? And then caught in your bullshit lies and shit like that. And then you got embarrassed because now it's broadcast and now you feel like a goddamn fool. Hey, listen, you put me out of my way out of my way, right? And then the manager was telling me that the item that was reordered because of this asshole, right? She goes, you should be getting this in a few days. I says, all right. I says, and which I did. I just got the uh, the item that was reordered again. I just got it yesterday in the mail. So far now, if everything is working fine and stuff like that. And as far as I'm concerned, it's water under the bridge. It's now in the past. But I mean, to cry like a fucking baby, you're in the adult age and you cry like that because you got caught. Come on, come on, acting like a little baby like that. Seriously, and because you got caught doing the wrong thing, you didn't listen the first time when I spoke to you. It caused me more problems because of that. Then you were lining bullshit into me, and you were acting like you didn't even really care when I approached you about what happened. You know, so all this stuff happened because of your negligence, and you act like a fucking baby. Get the hell out of here. And this is why I'm saying a lot of this generation is too soft, no backbone because they were not taught discipline. Discipline. Seriously. They weren't raised with discipline. Seriously. You know, you gotta discipline your kids. Discipline them. Show them discipline basically from day one, not, 14 years, 16 years later, whatever it is. You don't do that. Day one, discipline. Of course, with, legally and doing it legally in the right way and within reason and stuff, but seriously, otherwise they're not going to have a backbone. They're going to cry like that, if their bosses reprimand them or whatever. Honestly. So, you know, discipline your children. And seriously, managers, supervisors, owners, whatever, you know, if your worker does something wrong, you know, if it's a little something I could understand, you bring it to their attention and say, listen, you did this wrong. This has to be fixed. And that's it. But if your worker is doing something wrong or illegal and then they get caught and then they give bullshit stories on top of that and so on and so forth, you gotta really rip into them and do it professionally, do it the right way. And after I spoke to that kid that way, right, I turned to the manager and I says, "That's how you discipline a worker that does something screwed up like this, and then lies and bullshit this and stuff like that." I said, "That's the way you handle it, not a little tap on the hand saying, 'Don't do that no more.'" And then she felt embarrassed too because she couldn't even look at me in the eyes anymore. And then she turned around and she goes, "Yeah, you're right. That's just not how this business does things." And I'm like, "Well, then you need to change that. Seriously. Too soft on many of these workers. Too soft. Because you don't want to hurt their feelings and stuff. Honestly. There's a way of doing it tactfully, but still professionally and maturely. Seriously. But anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys can check out all the products on there. All the products that you see on there, we actually make ourselves. And I also want to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway, and the link to there is aihny.com. And you guys can check out all the pages on there. On the homepage of the website, you will see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products, and they're up for sale on there. Also, on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the links to the two books that I wrote, and if you follow those links, you guys can check out both of my books, and you guys can also purchase both of my books as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.